Alright, what's up, my people? Yeah, parenthood it's quite a tough thing, man. It's a hell of an experience, very overwhelming. It would definitely test your mettle. And if you're already dealing with mental issues, it will can push you over the edge quite a few times. Makes you reconsider, makes you want to reconsider it all. But I want to speak on the benefits of being a parent, being a father, more specifically because I'm speaking on my own experience, and I am very active in my child's life. Damn near around her every day. It's a joy. It's a stressful, but overall, it's worth it. So, but the first point I want to make is that you just feel like you belong. You feel like you have more of a purpose, uh, which I struggle with my whole life, just trying to find an identity, trying to find my place in this world. And I'm making videos about the Matrix and all that as I try to detach myself from the ego and try to lose my place in that world, in that simulation, because it doesn't make me happy. But on the outside of it, of the Matrix, I have this identity as a father, and I feel like I belong in that regard. And it's just, I don't know, it's a complete shake up for me because it's not something that I expected. And even now, I still find it to be quite difficult to try to take it all in, to really embrace it. It sometimes does not feel real to me. So, and as I get further along in my exploration of outside of the Matrix, I'll probably uh, have some difficulty with that even more. I don't know. Maybe it'd be even more fun. So that's still up in the air. But the next thing is that you get to exercise your role of a leader, see what you're made of, because it's one thing to lead yourself, and it's one thing to be put in a position as far as having a job goes. And hey, you're the manager. Tell them what to do and all that. But it's another to cultivate a life and say, no, this is what my child is going to watch. This is what my child is going to do. And in a sense, you're kind of living out. If you know what the fuck you're doing, well, nobody really knows what they're doing. But if you have the best intentions, then you can lead with the intent of trying to give them what's best for them, not necessarily what's best for you. But when I say you're living through them, it's in a way where you understand what you didn't have as a child, what was missing as a child, and what you would want to give to your child. So it's quite the experience for me, and I know that I'm gonna have my own unique parenting style that I'm going to implement as time goes on. Right now, my child's fairly young, so it's not really too much I can do except for, okay, I'm gonna put some educational television on YouTube, and just kind of wrestle with her and stuff but it's not too much I can do right now. But I speak to her like she's an adult. I mean, don't goo goo gaga her. That's also one thing that I don't plan on doing. I don't plan on goo goo gaga my daughter until she's 18 and say, hey, look, you're 18, here's the fucking wolves, go ahead, let them have you, because that's just a detriment. And a lot of us are set up to fail because of that. All right, literally the day before I turn fucking 18, I'm still a goddamn child in my mom's eyes. That's the case for a lot of us. No, you can't do that. No, you are a child. Then you turn 18, here's a pack of fucking cigarettes. There you go. Kill yourself. But anyway, you get to exercise your role as a leader, and in turn, if you have the best intentions, if you're making progress, if you're seeing progress in your child's life, if you see their development is taking a great turn, it's maybe above average, it's ahead of the pack, then you internalize that in a way where it's like, I don't think if you ever consciously understand this, but subconsciously you are teaching yourself how to lead others and yourself, actually, because a lot of us sad to say, and I'm experiencing this too, we're waiting for somebody else to give us the go ahead, to give us the green light, um, to tell us, to give us permission, tell us when it's time to make a move. So when it's finally your turn to do it, you make a lot of growth as a leader. It also helps if you grow up being led by great leaders. A lot of us, we don't have that fortune, or a lot of us, we just have parents who kind of like tolerate us, babysit us in a way, and that becomes our method of parenting. So, although I like to stay active and I like to be productive and things like that, I'm trying to find a healthy balance of just tolerating my child and being active. Okay, just because I'm around all the time doesn't mean I'm active. Doesn't mean I'm a great father for real. I just do what I have to do. All right, but I want to expand upon that because I really want to leave this world better than I found it, and I want my daughter to have that mentality as well. So you exercise your role as a leader. Okay. So the third thing, which is my favorite, is that you have another reason to be youthful, to be playful, be childlike. All right. It's I kind of always waited for moments where I could, as an adult, go to Chuck E. Cheese and just hog the games. All right, and spend as much money as I want because these goddamn kids are broke. All right. So so now I have a reason to do that. I mean, not quite yet, because my daughter can't do anything. She can't even walk. But soon I'll be able to go to Chuck E. Cheese. I'll be able to wrestle around like I said, and exercise my imagination even more in a childlike way, because my inner child didn't really die. So if you check out my video on your inner child, I think I speak a lot on that in there. But yeah, man, you get to be youthful and play around and just have this reminder that everything doesn't have to be so heavy. Everything doesn't have to be so serious. I understand that I make a lot of videos and I try to stress the importance of this and the importance of that. But a lot of things that I believe, I also kind of believe the opposite too. So even though I feel like you should be serious quite often, I think you should also be playful and understand that this life is whatever you want it to be, man. So I'm glad that I have another reason, another incentive to just let go and just play around and just enjoy the moment, and leave the pain behind and not take it with me. So definitely happy about that. So the next thing that we have is you get to experience unconditional love, man. I don't know if that's exactly what I'm experiencing from her right now, but it feels good sometimes to wake up in the morning and your daughter was right beside you, but when you wake up, she's on top of you. So I was just like, that's just amazing, man. That's just cool. And yeah, it may not seem like much, but it's just big to me, man. That this little person would just choose me, and just choose to, just get on top of me and just like, this is where I want to be. This is my pops, man. And I know it's gonna get even better when she starts to consciously understand the choices that she makes, and she says, "Oh, hey, there's my dad. My dad's there." And so I'm looking forward to that. And likewise, man, I never experienced such a love where it's just so much of it, where it's like you can't just confine it, like you just can't hold on to it, and it's just like, this is just everything. This is overwhelming, but yet still feels like you can't get enough of it. Like you want more. Like it's a crazy phenomena, and it's just nothing like it. By the way, so somebody gave me this advice because on Father's Day, I was watching my daughter all day and I was overwhelmed and I was stressed, and somebody on Facebook. I'm gonna make a video about Facebook and how I think Facebook is trash. So look at me being a fucking hypocrite. But somebody on Facebook was saying, "See the you in them," and that just, like, you can't put a price on advice like that, man. Because at one point in time, we were very much similar and just trying to explore this world and being very confused about everything and having these wants and needs but not being able to properly communicate it. So if you can see the you in other people, it brings about a level of empathy that couldn't otherwise be manifested. So where was I anyway? I just feel like I had to say that. But anyway, so the last thing, man, something to look forward to. So no matter how hard your days are, no matter the ass beating that you took, when you get home and you wash it all off with your shower, a nice meal or whatever, you get to have a playful spirit, just waiting for you. Or maybe you got to go pick her up, but same thing. All right. When I dropped my child off this morning, she was crying because I had to leave her, and that kind of breaks my heart. Nobody prepares you for these mini heartbreaks. It's very tough, man, but heartbreaks like that make it even more worthwhile when you get to connect once again. And when you're away, it just makes you want to work extra hard, because what other reason would you want to, put your daughter in somebody else's care than to work towards making a better life? All right, so I'm making a video on treating everything like it's the big show. All right, so to my point of taking things seriously, being serious about some things, so when you're when you're sacrificing by, putting your daughter in somebody else's possession, it's a sacrifice because you're taking away time that you could be spending together. So when you make that sacrifice, and I'm talking to myself, you have to resolve to work your ass off. If you want to put out content, just work on as much content as possible. Alright? If you're working this job, whether if you like it or not, give it your all anyway. Now, of course, working yourself, but you want to recycle that work ethic. You want to keep proving to yourself that you know how to work your ass off. Alright? So you can learn to trust yourself, so you can learn to bet on yourself, and just to keep that constant reminder that you can compete, even if it's just with yourself. But anyway, it's always good to have something to look forward to, just like I like looking forward to making these videos for you, just like I like having my daughter at the end of working on some things, man. It's not always a great day, but it's always a blessing to just go ahead and just see my child and unwind and just let her run wild, But anyway, thanks a lot for tuning in, as always. So like and subscribe, alright?